Hello, everyone. So, first of all, I'd like to say that I am sorry for not uploading in so long. But I've been busy with school and shit. Anyways, today I'm going to rank literally every card in Clash Royale right now. I'm not ranking these because they do not exist anymore. But I'm going to be ranking all the base game cards, starting with Skeletons. Easiest S ever. They're way to value. They usually always get value because they want Elixir and shit. Yeah. Bomber. I'd say Bomber as a card in general right now is probably like D tier because he's too fragile, man. He dies to anything. He barely gets any value some of the times. Evil Bomber is just way better, but like you're never going to be running Bomber when there's other options. Goblins. I'd say Goblins are also S, but below Skeletons, because you're much more likely to have people logging Goblins than Skeletons. So Skeletons will usually still end up getting more value than Goblins. Spear Goblins, I'd say B tier. They can be really good, but again, they're fragile as hell. But they're actually A tier. I'd say low A, because they can get pretty good value. Zap, I'd say Zap is high A tier. It's a really good spell. If it one-shotted like goblins and stuff, it would definitely be higher. Knight, S tier. I'd say low S tier probably. He's a really good mini tank, but his DPS is kind of lacking, and he gets countered really easily. Archers, I would say C tier. Archers are not the best. Minions, everyone's running Witch right now, so. Right now, I'd say minions are C tier below archers, I'd say. Arrows, definitely S tier above knight below goblins. Arrows are incredibly versatile. They'll kill a lot of stuff. And they're just all around an amazing spell. Cannon, normal cannon's alright. I'd say below Zap, above Spear Goblins. Now, Tesla, I might have a bit of bias here, but I fucking love Tesla. It is a great building, kills a lot of stuff. It's like a cannon with air defense, and for that, I'm putting it above Cannon and Zap in A tier. Now, Mortar, I don't think Mortar's that good right now, honestly. Mortar really just isn't the best. Barbs are pretty good, honestly. I'd put Barbs in B tier. Yeah, B for Barb. Probably lower B tier, though. They can still get good value against, like, P.E.K.K.A. Minion Horde, F tier. Nobody... If you're using Minion Horde, I don't know what to tell you. It's way too easy to counter with anything. Tombstone? I'd say Tombstone is high right now just for Evo Witch, because of this infinite skeleton spawning. It also is really good against tanks, except for Ram Rider. Musketeer kind of fell off. I'd say below Barbarians in B tier. Now Valkyrie. Valkyrie right now is incredible. I would say Valkyrie above Knight, below Arrows. Valkyrie counters Evo Witch, which is really important right now. Hog Rider, definitely S tier. Hog Rider always usually gets at least a bit of damage. I'm going to put it right below Skeletons, because I'd say I'd rather bring Skeletons in a deck than Hog Rider, because Skeletons are more versatile. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is just good or reliable. He gets countered easily, but he also counters things easily. I'd say Mini P.E.K.K.A. above Tesla. Mini P.E.K.K.A. it's really good all around. Ooh, Fireball. Great spell, slightly overrated in my opinion, though. I'm gonna go highest A tier, because it kills a lot of things, but Lightning right here, my goat, Lightning, it's just way more versatile. Lightning, a lot easier to hit, a lot more better. Anyways, Bomb Tower is ass right now. I wouldn't say worse than Bomber, though, because it does counter Eagle. I mean, Eagle doesn't have many good and reliable counters. I'd say Bomb Tower low C. Ooh, Giant's a really good win condition. I wouldn't say it's like an overpowered win condition, but I'd say Giant over Spear Goblins, under Tombstone. All right, Wizard F. Wizard ties to everything, and Lightning right now is insanely meta because of Evo Witch. So Wizard just ties before it does anything. Inferno Tower. It's a good tank killing building. It sucks against anything else, but for what it does well. And for that, I think I'm gonna have to put it above Cannon, below Tesla. Honestly, it's incredibly versatile in decks with a tank killer. Like, you can rely on it as your main tank killer DPS if you ever need to. Goblin Hut, best building in the game right now, 100%. Goblin Hut, I'd say above normal goblins. Goblin Hut can full counter a Lava Hound, can full counter Giant, can full counter pretty much any win condition in the game. It is insane. It spawns goblins way too fast. Rocket? Oh, Rocket's pretty bad right now because Lightning is just better. I'd rather use Barbs than Rocket, honestly. Barbs are more reliable than Rocket, I'd say. E-Pump? Elixir Pump? Nah. Same with Barb Hut, Mirror. Yeah, all these just go to F. Rage right now. Ooh. Rage is just... It's situational between Rage and Zap. I'm going to put them together, but they're pretty much interchangeable. I do think that Zap is usually more useful than Rage, but they can be switched out for either, depending on the deck. Skarmy, right now, with Evo Witch, Skarmy's a decent card. Nowhere near Prime Skarmy, but it's decent right now. Goblin Barrel, where do I put Goblin Barrel? Because it's, good unless you're fighting someone who has any idea what they're doing. It's easy to counter, but easy to get damage with. What the hell? Okay. I don't know what that was, but anyways, Goblin Barrel, I think C is a good spot for it. I'd say C above Archers. It's a really good win condition if you know how to use it, but it gets countered too easily for cheap, and then your opponent gets a counter push. Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon is honestly underrated. I am inclined to put Baby Dragon in low A, but at the same time, it is kind of easy to counter with anything that hits air. So I think maybe high B is a good place for Baby Dragon. Okay, Freeze. I know a lot of people hate Freeze, but Freeze is an incredibly good spell that can completely wipe out pushes. And for that, I'm going to have to put Freeze in S tier. You can completely nullify a push with Freeze Valkyrie. It's insane. All right, Witch right now, I'd say Witch high A. Because, you're going to bring Witch if you're bringing Evo Witch. And Witch and Evo Witch can help each other out. So it's got to be good. Ooh, Prince with the Witch meta is kind of ass right now. Prince right now is not that good. So I think Prince has got to be Prince is B tier, below Barbs, I'd say. Now Balloon. Balloon is an interesting one, right? Because right now with Witch being meta, Witch can do really good against Balloon, but at the same time, Balloon death damage is usually almost at least guaranteed. So it's usually at least some chip damage. I'd say Balloon better than Giant. Maybe better than Tombstone, I'd say. Balloon is a really good win condition. Really solid, pretty reliable. Yeah, anyways. Giant Skelly is kind of ass right now. It hasn't been good in a while. I'd probably use Giant Skeleton over Bomber, though. Oh, my... Lightning, instant S. With all the witches around right now, Lightning is incredible. Lightning can full counter pushes. It can completely stop a building and let a Hog Rider connect. And it's just incredible. Expo? The thing is, Expo is good, but you have to be good with it. And for that reason, I'm thinking low A, because I'm gonna put Mortar a bit more up too, because it's alright. P.E.K.K.A. with the Witch meta, P.E.K.K.A. is kinda It's a really good tank killer, but it can get countered for like 3 elixir. So it's really... I would probably rather use P.E.K.K.A. than Musketeer. Actually, I'd rather use P.E.K.K.A. than Prince, but... Actually, would I? Yeah, I'd rather use P.E.K.K.A. than Prince. I feel like P.E.K.K.A.'s kind of shat on right now, but it's still a good card. Golem? Golem is solid, but it costs so much. Like, you gotta really commit to a Golem push if you're gonna use Golem. I feel like that's what holds it back. Royal Giant's a great giant. I'd say... where would I put Royal Giant? Okay, let me make some adjustments. I don't think Giant should be this high. I think Giant should be right around there. No, there. Maybe move Spear Goblin. Actually, I'm going to move Spear Goblins down like that. There. That makes a bit more sense. Royal Giant right now, it's a really good win condition because your opponents have to kill it fast if they don't want it to get any damage at all. And by that point, usually... they're committing more elixir than it costed you to bring it out. 3 Musketeers. 3M, it all depends on if you... Actually, no, with Lightning being meta right now, 3M's just kind of bad. Like, if the meta weren't this as, like, bad as it is right now, I'd put 3M higher, but I can't give it any higher than a D right now, because it's so easy to counter with, like... what a lot of people are running now. Dark Prince fell off really hard. It can't really counter Witch, which is like the main menace right now. It doesn't counter Boss Bandit. It can work against some cards, but I'd say usually you're better off like with Prince and another splash card than Dark Prince. I'll put Dark Prince above Musketeer, below Rocket. Poison? Poison's kind of bad right now with Evo Witch, because like Poison's just always been kind of meh. It's just a worse Fireball, I'd say. I can't put Poison any higher than a C, the high C, because it still does good damage, but it doesn't usually get enough value to justify it being any higher. Princess right now, just for how good Logbait is right now, I think I gotta put Princess around here. Maybe even like that. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Princess around here. It's a really solid tower, usually, or troop, usually guaranteed to get damage, and just all around good. Ice Wizard. Ooh. Ice Wizard's really good. Just for the chill. I'm putting Ice Wizard in S. Hate me all you want. You can completely nullify some pushes with just slowing. It's really good. Fire Spirit's kind of bad right now, honestly. Like, spirits in general, except for like Ice and Electro, are just mediocre right now. I mean, I suppose you could like use it on goblins or something, but I mean, mostly you're using it for cycling, but it's not the best. And same with Furnace. Furnace is just bad. Guards are a great card. I'd say Skeletons are more versatile because they're cheaper, but Guards are still really good. Gotta put Guards in between Falcon Knight. It just feels right. Alright, Miner. Ooh. Miner below Barbs, because Miner can be good if you like have a good deck for it, but if you don't, it's not going to get any value. It's gonna get like a couple of chip things on the tower. It's not going to be incredible though. Sparky, with the current Lightning meta, Sparky is just sort of irrelevant because Sparky just gets destroyed by Lightning. It survives a little HP, but then you can just log it. And it usually never gets enough value to justify bringing it. So I think I'd say it's probably better than... it's better than Fire Spirit. I'll put it in low B. Lava Hound, with how good Goblin Hut is now and how many people use Goblin Hut, I gotta put Lava Hound like lower than Golem, I'd say. because it can be good, but there are just too many things that like counter it that are being used right now. So low B for it. Ice Spirit, incredible spirit. Great, versatile, just everything you want in a cycling card. I gotta put it above Goblins, below Hut, because Goblin Huts are incredible. Bowler. Ooh, Bowler's good, but I feel like with Evo Executioner existing now, there's no point to bring Bowler if you have Evo Exy. So it's good if you don't have Evo Exy, but if you do have Evo Exy, there's really no reason to bring Bowler. It's a bit tankier, but it can't hit air. It also doesn't come back. I'd still say it's a B tier. I'd say it's above Golem, below Baby Dragon. Because it's Log. I'm sorry, I got a bit off topic. Bowler's good, B tier. Log, I'd say it's a great spell. I think Arrows would be better than... Arrows is better to bring than Log right now. Because, like... I find Arrows a lot more versatile, because people run Firecracker, people run, like, Bomb... Some people run Bombers. It's also instant. It's, like... It comes out way faster than a Log. It's also full arena arrows. So you can, like... arrow a Firecracker behind the tower. I feel like that alone limits Log to below Arrows. I am a Log stan, but Arrows is better right now. Now Lumberjack, I feel like I gotta put Lumberjack with like around Balloon, because they kind of rely on each other in a way. Because Lumberjack without Balloon is pretty good. Balloon without Lumberjack is pretty good, but together they're just incredible. So I'd say Lumberjack is one above Balloon, just for the fact that it can be used with like another win condition like Hog Rider, and you could have a raged hog on the tower. But I still think like just bringing a raged spell is probably better than bringing a Lumberjack. Now Ice Golem. Ice Golem is my goat, alright? You never diss my Ice Golem. It's incredible for kiting. It usually gets value. You can like use it on a Skarmy, Bats, whatever, and just kill it all. And it's just really good. Now, Mega Minion, the fall off is crazy. Mega Minion used to be one of the best cards in the entire game, and now I'd say I'd honestly rather bring normal minions than Mega Minion. Maybe even, yeah, like that. It gets countered by everything. It's fragile as hell. Barely does, well, it does good damage, but it's slow too. It just doesn't usually get value. Inferno Dragon. Inferno is good, I guess. Alright. Probably put it high C tier on it. No, I gotta put it above Lava Hound. It's better than Lava Hound. Above Sparky. Below Musky. I'd still probably rather bring Musky than Inferno Dragon. Now, Graveyard. Graveyard is interesting, because it's always been a good spell, but with Evo Witch right now, you just the ability to put a Graveyard down and have your Evo Witch heal the full HP, it's kind of nutty, honestly. Like, it's always been good with, like, Splash Yard or whatever, but with Evo Witch being in the picture now, Graveyard's kind of a beast. Like, I know there's a lot of people running Goblin Curse and stuff, but, you know, if they don't have Goblin Curse, Graveyard's excellent. And E-Barbs aren't good right now. E-Barbs really aren't that good. I like, countered by everything. They're just mid-ladder. Same with the Wizard. You're never going to use E-Barbs, really. Tornado, incredible. Just, it's so good. Activate King Tower, pull something into like a splasher, like Bowler or Exy. It's so versatile, too. It can kill Skarmy, kills Bats, almost kills Spear Goblins and Minions. It's incredible. It's a really good spell. I'd say one above Freeze. Just good. Clone, it's so bad right now. Splashers are meta. Everything dies. Everything that you clone will just get insta-killed. Whew, E-Wiz. I'd say E-Wiz is better than Ice Wiz, honestly. E-Wiz is a great card, very versatile. You can use it to like absolutely counter Inferno Dragon, Sparky, Mighty Miner. Nobody uses Mighty Miner anymore, but it's really versatile. The splash damage like on drop, it's really good. And honestly, underrated. I like Uiz. Now, Goblin Gang. Goblin Gang is incredible. I think Goblin Gang goes there. Goblin Gang counters a lot of things really good. You can like rush with Goblin Gang. It'll take out like half the tower. Now, Dark Goblin, it's alright. Dark Goblin's pretty good. I will say Evo Dark Goblin's better though. Same with Battle Ram. It's alright, but the Evo is just better. I'd say above Expo, below Princess. Actually, I'm gonna switch around these placements. There we go. Alright, Exy. I'm a little biased because I've been using Executioner since it came out, but I think Executioner by itself is not a bad card. I don't know why people say like normal Exy is so bad. It's incredible. It's like you usually always get value with it. It can completely counter like Elixir Golem. It can completely counter like pushes with Night Witch in the back. You can kill a Night Witch behind a Golem or an Elixir Golem. And it's just a really good card. I would say definitely better than... Actually, I'm going to move Normal Witch down a little. But I would say Executioner is a solid high tier card. High A tier card. Now, Bats right now. Ooh. I'd say Bats are at least an A tier. I just don't know where to put them in A tier. I'd say above Mini P.E.K.K.A. They're versatile. Good for like swarming, killing tanks. Good for Lava Hound and stuff. They're good, but they die to a lot of things. Heal Spirit, kind of buns. Below Fire Spirit. Bandit? I don't know where to put Bandit, honestly. Maybe... High B somewhere around this area feels right for Bandit. I would maybe say... highest B feels right. Because, like, Bandit it's really good in bridge spam. It's good for, like... I'm pretty sure full counters Prince if you play it right, too. So, it really depends on the deck for Bandit. It's not versatile enough to be, like, A tier. Same with Night Witch. Night Witch is only good in Golem decks or, like, E-Golem decks. It needs a tank in order to, like, be good at all. For that reason, I have to put it probably like this. Maybe like that. Okay, that looks better. Night Witch like that. It's not the best by itself. And I'm not just considering like I'm considering cards in general. If a card absolutely needs another card to be good, then it's not good. Skelly Barrel. Skelly Barrel is an underrated slept-on win condition, in my opinion. It gets easily countered, but it usually at least gets death damage, which, I mean, it does good death damage for 3 elixir. It does like 100 something, which is about arrows. Actually, it's more than arrows. So it's like you make them spend elixir and do more damage than arrows. It's a really good win condition. I'd say I'd probably rather use Skelly Barrel than Lumberjack, honestly. These two. Skelly Barrel is just really versatile. Flying Machine. It's a good card. It's a really solid card. Solid B tier. Same with Cannon Cart. Although Cannon Cart, with the nerf, it's not as good. Let me do some rearranging. There we go. Cannon Cart, high C. The nerf just kind of hit it too hard. Now, Mega Knight. I feel like this is the one time where Mega Knight actually makes sense to be in meta. With Evo Witch and stuff, it can fully counter Evo Witch by itself and then go on to like hit the tower. So, with that in mind, I think it's not that brain dead right now and should actually be high because it deserves to be high. I would say Mega Knight is below Inferno Tower. It's a really versatile card. You can use it pretty well, and it doesn't take much skill, but you can use it skillfully and still succeed. Zappies are mediocre. They're good, like, only against certain decks though. Like, Zappies are not versatile enough to be like everywhere. Now, Barb Barrel. I would put Barb Barrel above Log. It's just versatile. It's really good. You get a Barb too. If you do a Barb Barrel at the bridge, it'll connect to the tower and get like 200 damage. It's just good. Now, Hunter. I'd rather use Hunter than Muskie, but other than that, it's just a shotgun Muskie. Now, Royal Ghost. I'd say Royal Ghost is really slept on. You know, a lot of people like to ignore Royal Ghost, and it's a huge mistake because it does like 1,000 damage if it's ignored. But I'd say that's a good placement for Ghost. All right, Magic Archer. Okay, I know a lot of people like Magic Archer Tornado, but I hate Magic Archer. It's too fragile. It dies to like, it almost dies to arrows. It'll die to a Barb Barrel if the Barb gets like one hit on it. It's just weak. There. That's a good placement for it. Rascals. Rascals have been on and off recently. They're like good, then they're bad. They're good, then they're bad. It just all depends on the meta. But I would say right now, Rascals are a solid mid-B tier. Now, Snowball. I'd say out of the 3 2 elixir skeleton killing spells, I'd say Snowball is probably the worst. I don't like Snowball. It does good knockback and stuff and like slowing, but I find that like a stun or a speed or like rage is more useful in more decks and stuff. Oh, I'm already pretty far through this. All right, Royal Recruits, kind of bad right now. Like, there's nothing in the meta that would need Royal Recruits to counter. You can counter everything right now for like anything else, but Royal Recruits just, I know a lot of people like them, and they're alright cards. That's why they're going in the alright tier. Anyways, Royal Hogs, they're a good win condition, honestly. Good chip damage, almost guaranteed to get at least a couple hits unless they put like a bomb tower in the middle, but it's a good win condition. They're good for like mini tanks too if you're trying to like make a push. Alright, Goblin Giant. Now, hear me out. Hot take. Goblin Giant? Kinda good. I know a lot of people hate Goblin Giant, but I have had nothing but success when I use Goblin Giant. Mostly because nobody knows how to counter it. It's a really good card. Anyways, Electro Dragon. Electro Dragon's too fragile. It's good, but I'd say for 5 elixir, it needs more HP. Like, I'd say it's just a way worse Electro Wizard, honestly. Ram Rider. Ram Rider is so good. I'm putting Ram Rider above Hog Rider. You can sue me all you want. Ram Rider is incredible. You know, the snares, they can kill skeletons, so you can't counter it with skeletons. It can kill Goblin Hut. It can kill the Spear Goblins. It can also... Ram Rider can be used to full counter win conditions. Like, if they use a Hog Rider at the bridge, you can put a Ram Rider in the middle, and it'll keep snaring the Hog Rider and get it stuck. And for that reason alone, it's incredibly versatile, and it's going above Hog Rider. Sue me, I don't care. I hate wall breakers. They're alright, but... you don't get enough value with them ever. Earthquake, kind of the worst spell. Well, not the worst like damage spell. It's not good, honestly. It can work in like Hog Earthquake, but that's about it. Or Archer Queen. Cage. Cage is a great building. I like Cage. Cage is going below Cannon. Because Cannon's a bit more versatile. But other than that, I say Fisherman's pretty reliable too. But it's a good way to activate King Tower. But other than that, not the best. Elixir Golem. With Witch in the meta right now, which is great against it, and it just has so many... I know it does a lot of damage, right? But it's easy to counter if you have Splash. Above Spear Goblins, below Flying Machine. Then Battle Healer, it's good, but not that good. It only really works with certain cards. Firecracker. Ooh, Firecracker. Oh, why did I put Dark Goblin here? Dark Goblin should be here. But Firecracker, I'd say deserves to be here. Firecracker, people say it's overrated, but it always gets really good value. And for that reason, it's got to go in high A. Alright. Royal Delivery. People say Royal Delivery is bad, right? But Royal Delivery, kind of nutty. Just give it a try. Trust me, give Royal Delivery a try. It's certainly not the best spell, but give it a try with Expo or Mortar. It's pretty good. I'd say Royal Delivery is A tier. Skelly Dragons. The only time I've ever used Skelly Dragons, they kind of sucked. They're just fragile. I'm going to put them with Electro Dragon. They're around the same. I'd probably rather use Electro Dragon, though. E-Spirit. Below Goblins. These two, both incredible. Ice Spirit can be a lot more versatile, though. Just the freeze. The freeze, you could freeze an entire push while a splasher just takes out. Ooh. E-Giant. E-Giant right now, kinda not the best. I'd rather use it than Lava Hound, but it's really not the best, honestly. Mother Witch. Incredible right now. With all the Witch, Mother Witch is amazing. Because you could just... All the people are using skeletons to boost Mother Witch and stuff. Let me get this out of the way. Goblin Drill, probably the worst win condition of the game. It is so easy to counter. You can, counter it with, a Skarmy. And then you have a Skarmy to counter push with. And then don't even get me started. Actually, I'll talk about the Evos when we get to the Evos. Anyways, Golden Knight. It's a really good champion right now. With the buff it got, with this sort of rework, see, the thing is, I think it's high A tier. I don't think it gets to S tier. There's a lot of other better champions. Archer Queen, with lightning in the meta, Archer Queen's kind of bad. Archer Queen gets destroyed by lightning. Because everyone's carrying lightning to deal with Witch. And Archer Queen gets one-tapped by lightning. So it's kind of a risk even bringing it. Skelly King, with Witch right now, incredible. Skelly King is such a good champion. It's a walking graveyard with its own tank. Anyways, Mighty Miner, I'm just going to get this out of the way. Mighty Miner, not a good card at all. Probably, I'd say the worst champion in the game right now. The whole point of Mighty Miner is dealing damage to tanks, right? But it's a land troop and it's a melee troop. So it's going to die to P.E.K.K.A, it's going to die to Mega Knight, which is the stuff it's supposed to counter. It's just use Inferno Dragon, bro. Anyways, Phoenix. Phoenix is alright. It's a mediocre card, honestly. I don't really like it. Monk. Thing is, Monk's only really kind of good as Sparky. Because you can use it to deflect rockets, but even then, with Lightning in meta right now, Lightning's one of the only spells that Monk can't reflect. At least I'm pretty sure of. I'm not the biggest nerd on Monk. But it's also just a good card. I would say Monk above Flying Machine, below Night Witch. Now, Little Prince. Talk about a fall off. Little Prince is like around here, honestly. I haven't seen anyone use Little Prince in so long. Boop. Alright. Demolisher. Goblin Demolisher is like... Yeah, it's a card. It's not a very good card. It's a card. Now, Goblin Curse. With Witch and meta, Goblin Curse is high. I'd say Goblin Curse around there. Especially with the damage amplification. Shout out to Ken, by the way. With damage amplification, this is... It's great. It's just a great card. And Goblin Machine? Underrated as hell. Goblin Machine gets incredible value. It is such a good card. And nobody talks about Goblin Machine. But like it can do really well against Witch too, because it gets distracted by the skeletons and shoots its rocket at the Witch. So for those reasons alone, I'm thinking Goblin Demolisher around there. I mean Goblin Machine, my bad. Suspicious Bush, it's a good win condition, but it's also easy to counter. So it's going above Giant, below Goblin Giant. Oh wow, we're almost done. Alright, Goblinstein. Goblinstein's a good champion. I would say Goblinstein here. Then Rune Giant, talk about a fall off. Berserker, talk about a fall off. Right, Boss Bandit, definitely up here. It's incredible. Tank killer, fast, the dash ability, just insane. Absolutely nutty. I don't know how it hasn't been nerfed yet. Alright, and then Tower Troops. Princess is the best tower troop in the game. You like shout out to the Princess Towers. Honestly, there. Cannoneer sucks right now, honestly, with Witch. It struggles heavily against Witch. I would say Cannoneer is like there. Duchess can be good against Witch. I would say Duchess is there, and then Chef is like around here. Alright, let's get to Evos. Starting off with Evo Skellies. Really good for Witch right now. But other than that, you know. Wait, why do I have normal skeletons at first? Maybe I should do a bit of rearranging in a sec. But Evo Skellies, they're good. Hold on, let me... Like... Normal Skellies can go like here. Alright. Evo Firecracker. Great value, great card. Sucks that it always gets arrowed, but usually it'll at least get like one shot off and then chip away everything. It's a good card. Evo Barbs. Hot take. Evo Barbs, great for like shredding through tanks. They're an incredible tank killer. I would say Evo Barbs around here. Alright. Evo Royal Giant S. 100% S. It's incredible. Absolutely just phenomenal. It's the splash damage it does every shot is crazy. It kills skeletons, almost kills goblins. Anyway, speaking of goblins, Goblin Mortar. Goblin Mortar's okay. It's just okay. Oh, no, I'm looking at the tier list now and realizing there are some mistakes. Evo Knight, it's good. Evo Knight is better than normal Valk, but I'm going to do Evo Valk now. Evo Valk is definitely better than Evo Knight. I would say Evo Valk... I'd say Evo Valk's probably my favorite Evo in the game right now. It's probably in the top 5 best for me too. But Evo Valk, it's incredibly versatile, completely counters win conditions, counters like air pushes too, surprisingly. It's really good. Evo Recruits are alright, you know. Shields off, funny charge, haha. But they don't usually, like, if you're playing recruits, you won't usually use them as an Evo. You're gonna want, like, Evo Cannon or something. Anyways, Evo Bats. Evo Bats, they're like a bit better than normal bats, but like bats are still bats. Ooh, Evo archers are fantastic. They're really good for just DPS and like shredding through tanks. So it's going there. Evo Ice Spirit. Hold on, it didn't grab. Evo Ice Spirit, right up here. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Kills Princess. I'm pretty sure. Kills everything. Stops huge pushes. Evo Bomber. You're like here, buddy. It's okay. Same with Evo Wall Breakers. Where did I even put normal Wall Breakers? I forget. There they are. Evo Wall Breakers, or normal Wall Breakers are here. Evo Wall Breakers would be like here, because I mean they're impossible to kill, but even when they lose, they're like first little bit. You know, they're gonna do a bit of damage, but they're pretty easy to counter, and you have to actually use normal Wall Breakers if you want to bring them. Now, Evo Tesla. Evo Tesla. It's alright. Not too good, but not too bad. Alright, now Evo Zap. Ooh my god. Evo Zap. Freaking amazing. So good. Kills Princess, kills Dark Goblin, kills Bomber, kills Goblins. Just the double zap in general, too. It can help you kill Inferno Towers, Sparkies. It can help you assist in pushes. It's super versatile. It's incredible. Evo Ram, super underrated, and I would say probably the most fun win condition in the game. Just seeing it like pinball all throughout different buildings back and forth is really awesome. It's just really funny too. Evo Wizard, hey buddy, you're going down there too. Alright, Evo Barrel. Evo Barrel is like... Where did I keep forgetting where I put the normal versions of cards. Give me a sec. Where did I put Goblin? Oh yeah, Goblin Barrel's like there. I would say Evo Goblin Barrel is like around here. You know, you throw it in like the middle of your area, and you can like pull a bunch of stuff into the middle. But it's good with pushes too. But you know, there are other Evos to bring if you're playing log bait. I did not mean to do that. No, you're going back down there. Evo Goblin Giant is good, underrated as hell, and it's just good. It's like a portable goblin drill. I'd say around there, honestly. It's a great card. Evo Goblin Drill, trash. Worse than normal Goblin Drill. Just horrible. And then Evo Cage. I'd say Evo Cage is low S tier. You know, funny gimmick. He pulls them into the cage, beats them up. It gets countered kind of easily, but then you also still have the Goblin Brawler after it breaks, which is really good. Alright. Evo P.E.K.K.A. I would say Evo P.E.K.K.A. and normal P.E.K.K.A. are like the same level. Maybe a bit better, but, you know, pretty much the same. One has a bit of healing, but, you know, it's still easy to counter. Evo Mega Knight. Honestly, around the same. Maybe, like everything else. It's still a Mega Knight. Honestly, the pushing back can sometimes be worse. It can sometimes be better. It's like a 50-50. Evo E-Dragon, incredible. Way better than normal E-Dragon. Even if Lightning is meta, it still shreds through pushes like nothing. Counters every push. Ooh, Evo Muskie. Evo Muskie's a good card. You know, yeah, around there. Just the sniper in general is really cool. Evo Cannon, you already know where Evo Cannon's going. Nothing is better than Evo Cannon. It's insane how overpowered it is. It sometimes feels like they didn't even playtest it. Hold on. An Evo Snowball. I'd put, honestly, right next to normal Snowball. But, anyways. Evo Dart Goblin. It's alright, but it suffers the same problem as normal Dart Goblin, where it's always going to get arrows or logged before it does anything. Evo Jack. Where do I put Evo Lumberjack? probably around here. You know, it's a good card. The Ghost is really good, but at the end of the day, it's still a Lumberjack. Then Evo Hunter also fell off. You know, nobody uses Lava Hound anymore because it exists, but you also see nobody use Evo Hunter because it gets distracted by everything, and then it's just a normal Hunter. All right, these two, Evo Xe, I would say right up here. Hold on, let me. I'm actually gonna do a bit of rearranging, like that, like that. Hold on. So Evo Xe is right around here. It is insane how good Evo Xe is still, even after the nerf. It can full counter things like E-Barbs. It can full counter fucking... It can full counter Evo Wall Breakers. It can full counter Witch. It can counter Evo Witch. It can full counter Battle Ram too because of the knockback. It's just incredible. And then Evo Witch, I know everyone says it's the best card in the game, and I agree that it's good, but I would say it's still like around here. Because, you know, after the healing got nerfed, it's still good, but it's not as good as day one. But anyways, that is my Clash Royale tier list. Yeah.